Good day. Today I'm going to discuss about the mentalist theory, how it was being acquired for the language learning. Mentalist theory, innateness or a mentalism. Based on rationalistic or mentalist approach, innateness, it is a language. It is an innate capacity. Language is an innate capacity. Chomsky and his mentalist followers claim that a child learns his first language through cognitive learning. They claim that language is governed by rules and it is not a haphazard thing, as Skinner and his followers would claim. According to Chomsky, the child is born with a mental capacity for working out the underlying system to the jumble of sounds which he hears. This means to the child. He constructs his own grammar and imposes it in all his sounds, reaching his brain. So, while the jumbled word of sounds, it was being developed and it brings to his brain. So, and that is the result of the mental grammar. It is a part of his cognition framework and nothing he hears is stored in his brain until he has matched it against what he already know and found a correct place for it is within the framework. So that is the mental grammar. According to Chomsky, he argues that language is so complex that it is almost incredible that it can be acquired by a child in a short of time. So he says that child is born with some innate mental capacity which helps the child to process all the language when he hears. So when the child hears the sounds, it will being developed in his brain. It was being processed so before he will utter it. So it is called the language acquisition device. He saw it was compromising a special area of the brain whose only function in the processing of language. When Chomsky talks about rules, he means that unconscious rules in a child's mind. These rules enables him to make grammatical sentence in his own language. So Chomsky does not mean that a child can do as described in the rules explicitly. But for example, a 4 or 5-year-old child can produce a sentence like, "I'm done with my work." He can do that because he has a mental grammar which enables him to form correct present perfect tense structures and also an appropriate situation, but he is unable to define the formation of present perfect tense. So that is the example of in this mentalist theory. So mentalism is a language learning and an innate ability. Mental own rules and grammatical sentence, as I said a while ago. So the mentalist emphasis on the rule learning is over enthusiastic. So here's are the points to remember. In mentalism or in the mentalist theory of Chomsky, language is an innate, it is inborn process. Language is not a behavior like behavior theory, but a specific mental process. Children learn language by application. Language learn is analytical, general, and creative in creation. So the role of exposure to language is quite vital. Language acquisition is the result of nurture. So that is the mentalist theory of Chomsky and what was I discuss it. So and also the innate potentialist lay down the framework. So if you will understand, there are the framework that was based on how the child process the sounds that he hears. So this proves that a child's own rules of grammar are more important to him than mere imitation. So it is not imitating, it is acquiring, or it was bringing the part of the sound to his brain and make it make it words into a what I mean is, the sounds that he hears, the sound that he developed in his brain, to his mental capacity, produce the sentence. And thank you for listening and watching. That is the Mentalist Theory. I'm Rona Aliang Albedijo, BSed English student. Thank you and good day.